The variety of structure. Now, let me just share something with you, because we talked about a list. This is a list. It's also a then, now, a two-part text. But the other main structure of books is chronological order, or a sequence. What Amy called today, she called it a one event. You could call it a small moment, a one event piece. Something that you're really zooming in on that's telling about a time when. That's what I like to say to kids. Tell me about the time when you won the soccer tournament, or the time when you got your new puppy, or the time when you and your brother went on your first roller coaster. Tell me about that. And that story is really, it goes in chronological order. It has a very specific beginning, middle, end, because it's taking us almost on a journey with you. So when I think about that journey structure, that structure that's in sequential or chronological order, I'm thinking about My Visit to the Aquarium and My Little Island. Those are two books. It's almost like my Visit to the Aquarium is almost like a class trip to me, except it's not a class. It's a dad and his son and his daughter, and they're going to the aquarium. And it begins with walking in the door. Actually, it even begins. What I love about it begins before the book even begins. It begins on the title page. You actually see them. And that's one of the other things Denise Fleming told me. She said her books begin on the cover, and sometimes they begin before the first page. So you have to read all the illustrations. I just kept thinking about the implications of that from a writing perspective and a reading perspective. What we teach kids about doing picture walks, because we all do that for reading, right? But I never say we start by reading the cover and don't forget to read the pictures that come before page 1. So look, this is the dedication page. And this is really the beginning of Aliki's story, of Aliki's trip to the aquarium. And so this has more of that step-by-step journey. That is a different kind of structure, but one that we do want to expose kids to, because that is the other major structure of personal narrative. Okay, so the two types of structures that I'm particularly considering in this unit is the list. Maybe some of that list might have a repetitive structure. It might be more of snapshots, too, right? I think, did Amy use that word, a snapshot, when she was talking about a small moment? A one-event piece, a snapshot. Well, sometimes writers don't focus in on one snapshot. They have a series of snapshots. You know who does that? My Steps, Sally Derby. Sally Derby's book, My Steps, which I love it because she's got a stoop, and when I grew up, I had a stoop. And she talks about her special place is this stoop and these steps that are in front of her building. But each part of the book is a different snapshot of what her and her friends would do during the different seasons. That book kind of has an organization. It's a seasonal organization. It starts in the summer, then it goes to the fall, then it goes to the winter. It's organized through the seasons, and it gives us snapshots of all the wonderful imaginary things she does on those steps. So in this, and now then you think of Diary of a Spider. That's a whole different organization, right? Diary of a Spider. How do you think that book is organized? How is that organized, Diary of a Spider? The title is a clue. Come on. Day by day, like a diary would go. It looks and sounds like a diary. It's got the dates, so it's organized. There's always dates at the top. Right? They're also could be looked at as snapshots of Spider's life, but told in a very different way than Sally Derby does in My Steps. They're told in diary form.